y'all with that.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sips, Riffs, and Flix. This is Kevin, and today we're going to be sampling something that a lot of people talk about. A lot of people in our area have trouble finding. I have never had it, and I have been really looking forward to it. So we're going to taste it first, and then we'll share what it is. And so, yeah, we're going to kick it off right here. So as I said, I'm Kevin, and then I'm here with my co-host.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I am Brandon. And by the way, I'm using this new eye massager thing that my wife got for Christmas. It's really supposed to help blood flow in, like, with your sinuses and this and that. And can you guys hear the meditation music?
Does it have music playing in it?
Oh, yeah. And it's heated.
Oh, I do hear something. I did hear something.
Listen.
The best part is your face.
Can y'all hear that? Oh man, this motherfucker right here is magic.
I'll tell you what, our podcast just takes a turn for the worse each episode. I swear it does.
Well, listen, I think what we'll do, I'm just going to do the rest of the podcast with this thing on potentially. So anyway, Eagle, what are we doing?
All right, so let's do a neat test first, and then I'll share what it is. But let's keep the viewers waiting on this. Actually, no, let's not. Today, I can't pay attention with what's going on over here with Brandon. Today, it's a little hard to see over Zoom. We're trying some virtual ones of these. It's just for our schedules. It's easier to get together. We do a lot of stuff, so we're trying some Zooms out. We're going to try it, so I don't know, but it's Eagle Rare. This is one that I have actually never seen on the shelf at an ABC store in my life. And actually a good friend of mine and my accountant, Brian Gant here in Statesville, gave me this when I went to do some tax stuff the other day. So I don't know what's the guy's name on Star Trek? Where's the things? LeVar Burton was the Reading Rainbow guy, and he played the guy.
Reading Rainbow.
Can you see stuff?
I can't see a damn thing. I don't know how I'm gonna find my bourbon.
I mean, are there lights going on?
No, it's just like you're in a room getting a massage. Yeah, I hear the music, and this thing is warm on my eyeballs, and it's like. It feels fantastic.
You want happy ending?
If it's extra. Oh, is it included?
All right, so Eagle Rare. As funny as it sounds, I'm probably the most excited about trying this of any bourbon I've ever tried, because this was kind of one of those unicorn deals that I've heard a lot of people talk about, and I never could find it, and now I have a bottle. So we're going to try it out. So it's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. We're at a, what proof is this? Don't know. It's aged 10 years. And well, I'll tell you this, Brandon. Brandon, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So it is a 45% alcohol per volume. So what's that measure out to?
That's going to be 90 proof.
90 proof.
It's going to be on your meter. It's going to be on your hot meter, I think.
All right. So, all right, Brandon, can you feel around there and get you neat?
Hold on.
What a moron. What a bunch of morons. All right. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
So here's what I can tell you just from my first neat sip. It's a lot like other bourbons, neat, but I can tell that it's something that I'm going to like over ice. It's got a really smooth back end to it. That sounded weird. It's got a smooth back end. Is that a bourbon? Is that bourbon terminology? I don't know.
Let me tell you something right now. Ain't nothing more I like an old smooth back end. We get around them old corn cobs. Best thing you do, boys, go home. You go that smooth back in.
I mean, maybe I should actually, if this podcast ever takes off, that might be my thing. Like it's
smooth back in.
Smooth back in.
Sure, if this podcast takes off, this thing's going on my head. It's like it's at the fucking club. I thought I played this song. Hey, honey.
You better tell her we're recording.
Honey, we're recording a podcast. Love
crazy.
You. Okay.
She might say something, call you a stud muffin or something.
You want to say hey to the people?
All I see when I come downstairs is him just like peek his head out with this.
Yeah.
I will say, but it flows my ears down. Like,
so are we sponsored by whatever company this is you're wearing?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, honey, who is this? This is fantastic. I can't turn it off, but.
And in my mind, like the music playing in the background is like Dido or somebody.
Can y'all hear it? No, it's not. This is like you're getting a sensual massage at the spa.
It's that music like you hear it Sheiky.
It is.
Oh yeah, Sheiky for two.
I don't think you can say that anymore. Oh, here it is. It's called Serenal Life.
So thank you, Serenal Life, for sponsoring this episode of
They got Serene Life, isn't it?
Serene Life.
Yeah,
I
that totally pronounced that Serenal Life.
Thank you, Serene Life, for sponsoring this episode of Sips, Riffs, and Flix.
And this is no joke. Like, for real, this thing is fantastic. It just had to be sitting in front of me because my mom was wearing it today, in between vodka and pickle shots. And
we should definitely have your mom on the podcast at some point.
At some point. What's going on?
We'll drink. What would we drink on that one? Jaeger shots.
No, you're gonna drink that badmouth Jaeger or whatever it's called. Incinerator. We're gonna drink Incinerator.
What was it called? We drank it.
Hog's breath.
Hog's breath.
Hog's breath. You don't want to drink that old, Jägermeister. That costs at $19. This is $18. It's worth every penny. Save it. Shoot it, damn! Shoot it. Anyway, that's another story. Back to the Eagle Rare.
Brandon.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Brandon. How do you feel about Eagle Rare?
Honestly, I think Eagle Rare.
So you've had it before.
So
this is my first time.
Right. So in all fairness, I've had Eagle Rare before. It's been a long time. I did pick up a bottle over Christmas. Here's my bottle that I'm drinking on now. Hello. And no, it's cool. I like the bottle. It's super cool. I like the eagle on the front of it. It's a straight Kentucky whiskey.
Awesome.
But it's smooth. I mean, to me, if you're drinking it neat, it comes in a little hot, like a 90 proof gangbuster.
Yeah, but, it's hot on the front, but that back end's smooth.
Yeah, you gotta love a smooth back end. Ain't that right, babe? And but
back end.
Right, like a Brazilian type smooth on the back end.
Oh man.
But no, so it's good. I would definitely, but for me, like most bourbons, if this sits here and breathes and sweats or whatever it does on ice, it's smooth.
So that's what I'm wanting to do. I've got another one sitting here that I put a cube in.
I'll put that back down.
And I'm gonna see. I think I can already tell you that.
Where did you get these sake glasses? That's what I want to know.
So these are actually bourbon sampler glasses that my wife got when you guys were at my 40th birthday party. Remember I had a bourbon bar?
I do.
These were at the bourbon bar.
I remember. Jamie Rowe remembers it too.
No, he doesn't. And I'm not so sure my dad remembers it either, just being fair about it.
Well, if anybody remembers, I smoked 8 cigars that night. But I do have my sister-in-law and brother-in-law got us this really cool Sips, Riffs, and Flix. It came from Buffalo Trace, like one of the things, and it's got our cups in it. So we'll have to start using that next time we're together.
Cool. So these are these little bourbon sampler glasses. So I'm gonna say this, and I think I'm gonna take one more sip before I say it, just to make sure that before I put it out in the world.
Hey, does it have the same thing to do with what I'm thinking of where it comes from? Doesn't this fall under the Buffalo Trace label, like brand?
It does, yeah. Eagle Rare is a Buffalo Trace product.
Well, it's delicious. And what's interesting is, let me ask you this, and also to our listeners, do you think that, in all fairness, I have had people tell me that they don't like Buffalo Trace. They don't think it tastes good.
I don't like Buffalo Trace. I don't like
Buffalo Trace. So you know, we've tried it here on the show. You don't like it. Do you
Mm-mm.
think people like it and it's so popular because it's hard to get?
Yes.
And people, and so many people talk about it. That's what makes it good.
They do, but here's the crazy thing. It's only hard to get here. Like everywhere else, it's just on the shelf like Pearl vodka is. I mean, it's just like, you know, one of our friends is a pilot and he is in Kentucky. He goes to Louisville, which is where he's stationed out of. And he says that you walk in anywhere there and it's just everything's on the shelf like it's nothing. So it's only hard to find here. But I think Buffalo Trace is way, 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 way overrated, in my opinion.
You know, I don't agree with you, but I can understand where you're coming from.
And I'm not mad at you about that. We can disagree, and it don't bother me.
You shut your mouth. No, but I can understand it. Are there other bourbons that I've tasted that I like better than Buffalo Trace? Yeah, and I think that's O&W. You know, for sure. I would put O&W up against anybody's everyday sipping whiskey that they.
I would definitely put O&W, and that's old Nick Williams, just in case anybody don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and they don't even sponsor us. I'm just saying it because I like it.
So, Buffalo Trace, in all honesty, so I've got a bottle here. As soon as I got it, because it's hard to find. Like for anybody listening to this podcast outside of Statesville, North Carolina, we cannot find it. It is very rare that it's on our shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Christmas Eve. I think Brandon, you were at the ABC store. Yes. You sent me and Bo a text.
Yes.
I was like, hey, Buffalo Trace on the shelf. I went and got a bottle. Bo went and got a bottle. I think they had gotten 5 bottles total, and we got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because you can only buy one.
Yep.
Well, as soon as I got it, I sent a picture to another buddy of ours, and I put it beside a Cherry Coke Zero. And I was like, hey, drinks at my house. And he was like, you better not mix it. And I'm like, why? Anytime I drink Buffalo Trace, I mix it.
So again, you got to remember, even the folks from Iron Root, that gentleman said, I can't remember his name. Robert. Yeah. Robert Licorice said that, you know, you can, that's a real thing. The Coke test, you know, is what we make. Is it good in Coke? And it doesn't matter. You know, I don't know what the jingle is now that everybody says, but it's not like what you drink, it's how you drink it or what you like to drink or whatever. And I think that's true. I mean, look, we like Benchmark. Benchmark is $11 and it goes great in a Coke.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I would drink Benchmark over. I'll tell you this. We did a taste test. What do you keep looking? Where you keep looking? So I chose, we did Benchmark, Buffalo Trace, and Blanton's, and I chose the Benchmark over Blanton's.
That was last year.
It was.
On the
and I don't know that my taste buds have changed that much. I think I would probably do it again.
What we should do and consider is doing another one of those, like impromptu, line them up, you know, and we can
line them up.
And we can do like a little TikTok video.
So here's, whoa, are we getting into the TikTok world? So I'm going to say this, and I've taken a few sips before I say it.
Are you drinking the one that has ice in it now?
I am.
Well, thanks for letting everybody know, you old son of a bitch, right?
I'm going to say this. Out of everything we've drank, aside from old Nick Williams, this is probably one of the very few that I've drank that I could see myself pouring a glass with ice and just sitting there and sipping on it, just and socializing.
So here's what I would love, and I agree, and I've done it many times when I can find it, but I would like to know what it is in this that makes you feel that way. You know, is it what it's aged in? Is it because it's 10 years and it's matured more? You know, is there a special cask that it's put in? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what makes it be that way. But yeah, so it's a 10-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It has a sweet oaky nose and full complex body. Is reminiscent of a fine port wine. Is best served neat or over ice. And then it says, of course, feel free to drink Eagle Rare in such classic cocktails as
Like
the
cherry
Manhattan
Coke.
or a whiskey sour.
Or a cherry
And
Coke.
cherry Coke.
So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's 10 years. How aged is Buffalo Trace? Is it 5 years? Is it? I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know. We'd have to.
We don't know anything. We have been doing a podcast for over a year now.
A year and a half.
That has kind of turned into specializing in like tasting bourbons, and we don't know
shit. We don't know shit.
Nothing. We know nothing.
Well, I think that's what people like about it, is because even though
do people like it?
Well, that's what people call and tell us. But here's the other part about it too, is you got to think
so hot.
As much. That's because it's smooth on the back end. So when people listen to us, they know that we're still novice, even though we've been doing this for a year and a half. You got to think people out there are sampling bourbons or doing scotches or they're doing whiskeys or they're doing whatever. You don't drink for X amount of time and go, automatically, I know what this is. I know this is a Tunya from whatever. No, you don't. It's horseshit, right? So we're telling you the truth of this is hot, this is smooth, this is this. I don't taste that. Ooh, I really like this. I wouldn't walk across the street for it. Would do whatever. And I think that's what people like about it, because we're genuine. We're telling you the truth. We've been at this long time now. For us.
I've been drinking over half my life.
Well, yeah, me too. Middle lights, but it takes time. It took me a long time to enjoy scotch, and now I do enjoy it. It took me a long time to get to bourbon, and now I do enjoy it. But I can't sit there and pick this thing apart and tell you blah blah blah. And
this one is good.
It's why it's good? Because it doesn't burn going down, and it's smooth.
It is smooth. It's very, very, very smooth. Yeah, it's smooth. This one's smooth. Out of everything we've tasted, this one probably had the fastest effect for me, being like that smooth. Like there's some I've warmed up to. This one right off the bat was like, this one's pretty smooth.
And I think that's really what we're, you for me especially, if it's in that 80 proof, ballpark, I'm good with it. But if it starts getting 90 and above, it's too, it punches me too hard. It's got too much heat to it. I'm not there yet. And that's like, these companies that have this real high octane, what I call it, high octane proof of whatever. I mean, that's great. That is for people who are way more established than I am. I can try it, but I'm not going to appreciate it more than likely, as opposed to, Otis. Do you know who Otis is, Kevin?
From the Andy Griffith Show?
Yeah, the drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, see, I went through a lot of Otises before I came to that one. I was like, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
But speaking of Otis, I feel like we need to do a special where we do like Night Train, Wild Irish Rose, and Mad Dog 2020 and figure out which one we like the best.
And we should definitely do it all in just like the same show.
Yeah,
like
same show.
And here's the rule too. We can't do samples. We have to like chug like half of a bottle of each one.
Have you ever tried that before?
Yeah, when I was like 17 or something.
Right, and I had to hold your hair where you threw.
What's funny?
So,
what's funny is when you
on
said,
that train, I love that stuff. Go ahead. What?
What's funny? When you said those three things, I don't remember. I don't have the Night Train on my tongue right now, but I can taste Wild Irish Rose right now. Like I can taste it. Like I know exactly what it tastes like. So, and I can also taste the Mad Dog. Like that blue Mad Dog.
The blue. We used to have to go and buy Night Train and Wild Irish Rose for my great granddaddy. He had to drink a bottle a day.
to stay healthy.
Yeah. And that was at the old Lowe's food that is now the Compare Foods on Front Street.
And how old were you when you were buying this?
Well, I wasn't buying it because I wasn't old enough, but I was going with grandma to go buy it. Oh God.
Oh,
6,
and Wild
7.
Irish Rose was like a milky white. Like if you ever actually poured it out of the bottle, it was like a milky white color, wasn't it?
Because I remember it being in like a greenish bottle, almost like a Jaeger type bottle looking thing. But none of them were more than like $4 a bottle.
This Eagle Rare gets better with every sip.
It does. I'm telling you, the more it breathes and the more the ice melts, the better it gets.
It's good. I actually just sent Brian Gant a text and thanked him again for the Eagle Rare because
I don't know if you text Buffalo Trace and told him thank you.
No, it was Brian Gant. It's good. So yeah, I really wish we could get, and I think we could, people think we're dummies, but we can actually make things happen. I think we could probably get somebody from Buffalo Trace on and like ask these questions. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think we could probably get a low-level secretary to come on.
Like, what's the difference? Why do I like Eagle Rare, but I don't like Buffalo Trace? Like, what's the difference?
Well, the honest,
Brandon, we had the owner of Iron Root Republic on here who has won best bourbon in the world, I think 3 years in a row now. Pretty sure. Really? I think so. And we had him on this show. So yeah, we can get somebody from Buffalo Trace. I mean, if Iron Root Republic's been spanking their bottoms for 3 years, surely we can get them on here. Like
my kids say, spank your bottom. Yeah. Doo-dah. Yeah. I would definitely. Would you walk across the street for Eagle Rare, Kevin?
I would cartwheel across the street for it.
I'd like to see it going to Bo's. This thing is good. And that whole eagle claw right there.
Dude, the bottle's awesome.
Yeah, I would totally do it.
Every time somebody says wild or says Irish Rose,
are we back to that again?
Yeah. I was thinking about there's an Eric Church song where he talks about something about 2 wild Irish Rose. These boots. He says it in these boots.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Speaking of Eric Church, we'll be seeing him on February 26th.
Oh, he's on. I didn't know he was coming on the show February 26th. He's coming on the podcast.
Well, I mean, I'll see him in Charlotte. I'm working on the other part. Where I pooped the bed was 10 years ago when I got married and was going to reach out to him to send a shout out to my wife. Yeah, he did a great job. You married a great man. Tell him, Eric.
He did. Did he do it?
I think I chicken shitted out and didn't reach out to him. But I think back then he would have. Today, he's too big. But back then, he hadn't quite ballooned out the way he is today.
So real quick, crazy story too. So when my mom, where she worked, she was the president of a financial institution. I won't name it. 2 girls that worked for her, Eric Church sang at their weddings.
Oh,
no lie. They went to high school with him.
Well, I mean, that's just like, a couple that we know that got married, the Avett brothers performed at their wedding. Shit can happen. You got to get in there early, man.
You do.
You got to find it, snipe it out early.
All right. So, Eagle Rare, Brandon, would you walk across the street for it?
Oh, my God. 100%.
So, I'm going to say yes, for real. Definitely walk across the street for it. No joke. This will be one that anytime I see it, which I said before, I've never seen it on the shelf, but if I do see it on the shelf, I'm buying it.
Yeah. And if you can find it, that's exactly right. And I'm sure everyone who listens to our show has tried Eagle Rare before, but if you haven't, do it because you're not going to be disappointed. And if you don't like that bottle, mail it to me and I'll drink it.
Yeah. All right. So any final parting thoughts?
No, man, I'm good. I think Eagle Rare knocks it out of the ballpark. This is a great.
Good. This is one of the best ones. It's one of the best ones I've had.
100%.
For sure. All right. So everybody, thanks for listening. Please comment, like, share, send us your thoughts on something we should try. What else? We need some people to comment for real.
Yeah.
So
comment.
So on all of our platforms, podcast platforms, we do get a lot of listens, but we love to do the videos. So if you're on your YouTube and you're watching, leave a comment to let us know you watched it. Just because, because we keep doing these YouTubes because we think somebody might want to see it. Because I know I like to watch them versus listen to them. So if you are on YouTube, comment on there, share it, get some people to subscribe. Let us know what we should taste next. We have about 5 or 6 here at my house that we're gonna have to try soon. So we've got some good ones coming up. So let us know if there's anything you think we ought to try. And yeah, that's about it. So thank y'all for listening. Brandon, I don't know if he's asleep or awake. So
I'm here. I'm just letting everybody know.
Serene Life in the building. Thank you, Serene Life. And we're gonna have to figure out how to include our sponsors. We do have a few sponsors. We'll have to start calling them out. If we're gonna keep doing the Zoom, we'll have to figure it out. So
that's right.
Everybody, thanks for listening. Brandon, you will have to close this out. So
yeah, I will. I love you.
Love you, man.
Finish your life.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. And